proud of him. Look at that. That's a sick sham god. Oh, he should be a Laker.
Show it
again. Ooh! He almost. You see, like he did it twice.
And I mean, what's important is he dropped the bucket. He dropped the bucket.
He is so filthy.
Let's get one of these in right quick.
He is so filthy, and we traded him on a salary down. It's a good thing we got Kuz back.
Proper tequila. What is good? Welcome to another FIFA Sessions here at Rose City Sports Talk. Bryce, Trost, Anwar, Jones.
Keep it low.
Yes, we are. Slide over to Instagram. We're playing FIFA Live. That's at Rose City Sports Talk 503. Like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, talk some shit. And if you want to play against one of us or both of us,
You get smashed.
you're gonna get smashed. But hit us up. We're down to play and we're down to chat it up about some sports.
You get smashed in that.
Specifically, RIPCITY, RIPCITY, that's that Timbers. This man will talk some Lakers to you all day. And some music. We'll talk shop on some music too.
Yeah, but it hasn't really been anything that's hidden for me right now.
No, because the win got taken out once we never got to peel the layers. We didn't get to peel the layers.
Layer by layer.
So once we got a taste from Pusha on that beef, and we didn't get to see it through, that ruined things.
That was not even nominated for album of the year. That should have been nominated.
Too much drama. But anyways, shout out to Chucky Buckets. You hear those beats in the background? That's who was producing it. You can check him out at SoundCloud and YouTube and Instagram. Chucky Buckets PBX. All right. Before the game crashed on us or disappeared on us,
it did.
We were playing a rematch of today's beautiful round of 16 between Manchester United and PSG. I've been calling Marcus Rashford the youngin for a couple years since he was the youngin.
That's all I know him by.
Showed up.
I know him by youngin.
Did work for France and won the World Cup this year, so he became the new youngin. But today I feel like Rashford took it back. He took it back.
No, he's not like they call it. He's like the I don't know the chosen one.
To be 21 years
prodigy.
old,
he's the prodigy.
The stakes in that.
Pele 2.0.
Ole Gunnar puts him on the PK. Not only is he only 21 years old,
give him the job.
You're playing.
Give him the job.
You're playing for your job, so that was at the stake. You're playing to stay in. Not just everyone assumed you were already knocked out of the Champions League, but you continue to go on.
You were depressed, especially how they sent off Pogba at the end of the game. Like it's over. It's over.
I said in the first 5 minutes of that game of leg one of PSG versus Man United is they're out to hurt us. They're out to leave a mark early. And what did they do? They sent off 3 of our players on injury, and then Pogba takes a red card right at the end. It was almost all but guaranteeing this
but
was
you know
over.
what?
And then we had to go to Paris.
That all but guaranteeing that's pretty much how PSG approached the game, and having Cavani come in, even if he said he was 80%, like 90. Where he came in the 90th minute, or he came in the stoppage,
88th minute,
stoppage time. Like what are you doing? Like drop a couple goals in there, and especially the way that Man U came out, they came ready to play.
United played one of their youngest lineups that they've ever played in regards to you're seeing Chong with considerable amount of time.
Yeah, he was in there for
not to mention obviously Lukaku. Lukaku ended up being the hero.
Lukaku was that
dropped
dude.
goal 1 and 2.
And what's
Rashford's the one who dived.
Defender though, Daliot.
Dude, Daliot looked good, bro.
He was a monster too.
Again, young guys that haven't seen a lot of time under the Mourinho regime.
Rashford was the guy. He was shining.
But I've been saying that for 2 years now.
Oh, Rashford's that. And he all those late goals that he's just come in 70th, 80th minute,
70th, 72nd minute, and then boom. Yeah, exactly. Streaking down the line. Okay, so Ole keeps his job.
Somehow Moreno's gonna get a job at Real. How Sway? I don't
know. I do know.
Fucked up. I can't even. You can't even say that anymore because
you feel guilty, right?
Yeah,
you feel guilty. No Kanye line drops.
Can't do that.
I can't have no.
You can't. R. Kelly, you can't. You definitely can't say anything like that.
Definitely
I haven't quoted R. Kelly for since 2003.
It gets worse though. Michael's about to be on that list too. You ain't watched the doc
You know
yet,
what? You
bro.
know what though?
You ain't watched the doc
You ain't
yet.
taking Michael away from black people. Like they like look, Michael's dead. Michael, R.I.P.
You're saying this on wax, and yes, I know it's brutal. It's brutal.
We already knew.
We
saw the Fox shit.
Yeah,
And-
no, this is
and
worse. This is worse. I'm telling you, you should watch this.
Because it,
Sit down with your girl. Sit down with your girl.
You know what it is?
Sit down with your girl and watch this.
I'll speak for my people. We ain't gonna watch it because you know what? Like there was a poll. It was like, "Are you gonna watch Neverland?" I'm like, nope.
Hell no. Hell
nope. No.
There was a
You're
yes,
not
no,
gonna-
and a nope, and that it was 85%
like,
nope.
You already
And,
knew what was
the rest
going
was
on,
yes.
but Michael was fucked up in the head. Like
I
it's
mean,
like
it wasn't
he
his-
had
his fault.
he
It
had
wasn't his
he
fault.
had a fucked up life. He had a
Yeah.
fucked up life. It took away that it took away his childhood. That's no excuse for what he did because there's some sick shit that he probably I don't
Oh, dude. I'm
It's
just
too
saying. I'm just saying.
like taking Michael Jackson off the lexicon like how do you go
it doesn't get any bigger.
how do you go in life without like
Michael
hearing
references?
Michael references
anything.
hearing a Michael Jackson
Dance
song
moves.
like how am I not supposed to dance when you hear a certain song
yeah.
like it's something like,
Just even snapping your fucking fingers, man.
Yeah, like-
snapping your fingers. I'm sorry, but it makes me think of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, like
it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but we're gonna get there, and
like
unfortunately,
there's only few like James Brown like because
James Brown's tough.
you
Think about
basically couldn't
think
listen
about
to-
all that cocaine and women.
Damn, you
been
basically
knocking
couldn't
down.
listen
That's
to
a
hip.
goal, by the way.
You couldn't listen to hip hop.
No.
You just turn off hip hop.
Yeah.
Just turn off hip hop because you will find the James Brown, like sample,
Drugs, womanizer.
some influence.
Maybe put hands on a lady. That seems like that was the rap world in the 90s.
James Brown
and
is
2000s.
the most influential
And
hip hop.
currently
Hip-hop,
today.
yeah.
It's probably not so great. I'll take a sip to that.
But and then stealing,
I'm
taking
gonna,
away.
I'm gonna take a sip right now to
Taking
all the
away
rappers that I've
Stevie.
liked that have let me down in those ways.
I mean, look, man, for a rapper, for an MC, give us 2 albums.
Give us before you fuck up, or what?
I mean, before you fuck, I mean, they're naturally gonna fuck up. But I look at it more like from a music standpoint, they usually fuck up.
Oh,
Like, how many artists can really put out 2
you
good albums?
mean 2 albums like of
Yeah,
quality?
I'm not,
consistency.
yeah.
Are we gonna
give me
talk
2
about
al-
rappers or just
give me
artists?
2
Because I got a lot of different artists.
Give me 2
Rap-
albums and I'm good. Like DMX,
Okay, hands down. DMX.
We got Darkest Hell's High.
I got another one for you. Most Def.
Miami. Yeah, oh my god.
With New Danger. Come on now.
So I mean, but the thing about it just
that should
you
hit
hurt-
right.
you
That
hurt-
counts.
You hurt my
That-
heart. You hurt my heart
What?
because it's pretty much he's really only given us 2 bona fide classics.
Yes. Okay. So there's the 2 classics.
Black on Both Sides.
Both sides and New Danger.
And New Danger. And
Classics. Front to back classics.
and then Black Star was a classic.
Black Star was a classic, but it's not his own solo album.
But he didn't give us another. He has 3 other albums. And
Yeah.
none of them are classic.
No. What can you? Which one of those can you go front to back and just be like banger, banger, banger?
But
no.
Auditorium though with Slick Rick.
Black on Both Sides and New Danger.
He still had.
So anyways, most Def's definitely on that list.
T.I. gave us 3. He gave us 3.
Definitely on that list.
He gave us 3. He gave
T.I.
us trap music.
Hold up.
He gave us King and he gave us urban legend.
I'm gonna one up that. Outkast.
Outkast gave us 3.
What?
They gave us 3.
3? What are you talking about?
He gave us
Speaker Box, Love Below, start at the very
end.
Start at the very end. That's 2 right there. Then you've got
Speaker Box-
Stankonia, which ended up breaking the whole
I love
broke the radio and pop charts and everything.
Stankonia is dope.
And then you have Aquemini. Okay, so that's 4 right there.
I was looking at more so.
And
they
then
have,
we're not even done. Then you have AT-Aliens.
No, my 3
And then Southern Playalistic.
My 3 classics. No, my 3 classics for. My 3 classics
all classics.
My 3 classics for Outkast is Southern Playalistic, I Like Music.
Okay.
AT-Aliens.
Thank you.
And Aquemini.
Thank you.
Those are my 3 bona fide
front to back
hip hop
classics. Yeah.
Now with Speaker Box and Love Below.
It depends who I'm hanging with.
Like I wouldn't
That's what I'm
say
hanging with.
Speaker Box is a classic because it needed Dre dropping some verse on there.
Yeah.
And then, even though I love, from a musical standpoint, I love the Love Below.
Oh shit.
At the same time, I needed Dre spinning on some of those tracks. So
Yeah.
I like a lot of those songs on Love Below, but front to back, it's not like
to me. Ultimately that those are one project. They still needed each other.
Yeah, they needed each other, and because
that's Outkast.
those elements were missing in that album, I don't call that a classic. That's just me. Stankonia is not a classic, but it's a great album. Stankonia is like a 4 mic album, which is not. That's not a diss.
That shit.
Like saying something that's a 4 mic album. I'm giving them 4 mics. Shout out to the Source. That's
throwback.
That's legit. That's a legit album.
Does the Source even print in paper anymore?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know. You just took me out the box, sir. Thank you.
I did not take you out the box.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Give me the penalty. Hey, if you didn't already know, it's 1-1. We're playing FIFA. You could slide over to Instagram. Roasty Sports Talk 503.
That was not in the box.
Yeah, that was in the box. This guy, it's live. It's good.
That was not in the box.
It's
live.
proof.
Did you see that?
It's proof. We're good.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit. Whoa, what's going on here?
Just gonna guess.
Oh,
come on! Oh, I should have had that. I guessed right.
We back up. Alright, so let's jump into some actual NBA data. Now that we've talked football all day, which I love. Should we talk about the depressing fact that my king, day one, LeBron James, is, in my mind, hopefully should not, because he's sitting, make the playoffs.
Maybe I was disingenuous. Maybe all this I was, because we all know Kobe's my guy.
It's over.
You know Kobe's my guy.
No,
I'm
you
sitting
cannot. It's all wax.
He's my king. He's my king.
We have a whole.
He's my king.
We have a whole season of.
But it's just crazy, man. Just like that injury, really just.
It ruined it.
It ruined the season, and then it
might have just ruined Palinka.
But he was so
Magic.
Like LeBron's so good that he made up for a lot of the faults that team.
Oh my god.
That team had. Woo! That was a sick goal.
This game is filthy.
Like, check the live game feed. The Rosé Sports Talk 503.
He left me hanging. He left me hanging.
What?
You good.
That was a filthy goal. But anyways, like he covered up a lot of the warts, man. And once he got hurt, it exposed a lot of the missteps that the Lakers had during the offseason. Now, I don't blame and this is on wax, I always looked at those.
Oh, my bad.
I always looked at the signings of Beasley and Lance Stevenson and JaVale McGee
and
Rondo as guys that were gonna be. I mean, Rondo, I thought was gonna have a significant part for the team.
You hope.
The other guys, I knew they were just gonna be fringe players. They were really gonna be counting on the young guys, Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Josh Hart, and majority of those guys got hurt or got off the shaky starts. Brandon Ingram had the suspension and then the ankle injury. Lonzo Ball came in there with an injury and is still hurt right now with the ankle. You got Josh Hart that's been battling tendonitis
/ can't shoot.
So and I think that's due because of his health problems. Because
goodness, Josh Hart.
But we'll see. I mean, he was a 39%. If you're like 30 upper 30s as a rookie, like that, if you're shooting that from a 3-and-D standpoint, from a prospect, you're excited. Like you think he's just gonna build on that, and he did he was Summer League MVP, which is not saying too much, but he was improving his game.
Caught you with the curse. Slide over to Instagram, Roasty Sports Talk 503. We are playing FIFA Live, and I'm beating that ass 3-2 on aggregate. But hey, Manchester United, gonna take that W.
Yeah.
Gonna take that W.
The biggest mistake that we made, that the Lakers made during the offseason, was not signing Julius Randle and letting go of Brook Lopez. They do those two things right there. They keep those two players, and that's substituting Michael Beasley and probably Lance Stevenson or Rajon Rondo, which I'm fine with. The thing about like LeBron wanted to play with playmakers. The Lakers already had playmakers. They had Brandon Ingram, who could be a secondary playmaker.
But you
they
haven't
had
seen.
Ball
You haven't
that
seen
could be a secondary
Brandon
playmaker.
Ingram. Yeah, we're supposed to be a playmaker.
Look, Brandon Ingram played point guard multiple times. Had triple doubles in his first couple years.
Yeah, but he ain't
running
doing what
the point
he's doing right now.
The
Since the All-Star break, you're
time
seeing a new BI minus the
scoring wise.
Yeah,
scoring wise,
which is what we need.
It all clicked. But from a playmaking standpoint, he had multiple 10 assist games last year.
Scratch that.
8-9 assist games.
The Lakers need defense. We can score. The Lakers need
But
defense.
That's Lonzo. Like
That's
Lonzo
not one
being
person.
Lonzo being out, and the numbers show it. Like Lonzo is our best, by far our best perimeter defender. It should be KCP, but he just never shows up.
No.
You would say that Josh Hart also could be that best guy, but Lonzo Ball's instinct, his instincts on the defensive end are what makes him really special. In that, what actually reminds me of a little bit of the Jason Kidd. Like, he has a super high basketball IQ. Now, he doesn't push the way that Jason Kidd pushes the tempo of a game and really puts his imprint on getting guys involved. Lonzo really hasn't.
Everybody involved.
Lonzo has like a somewhat of an impact like that, but nowhere near the Jason Kidd effect. Like Jason Kidd,
you're not going to be able to do regardless when LeBron James is on your team. So I get.
But shout out
for
to
once, I'm going to give Zoe.
But shout out to LeVar. Shout out to LeVar because like he said, just put the ball in his hands. And you know what we did by signing Rondo? We didn't just give the ball to Lonzo and let him play 35 minutes. Maybe that would have happened if they would have played together. Yeah. LeBron needs the ball in his hands and he wants to control that. He wants to control the rock. But maybe if they're playing 35 minutes together, he's going to have a lot more opportunities to be that facilitator and playmaker. But I agree with you. I mean, he needs that. Like LeBron needs that rock. Like he needs the ball. But
regardless of,
I don't think they let Lonzo fly. They didn't put Lonzo in a position to really fly and take off like somebody. Like, look at De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox, they got rid of Zach Randolph, or they stopped playing Zach Randolph minutes. They stopped playing some of the guys that weren't allowing them to play up tempo, and they started just letting De'Aaron Fox be free and look at the imprint that he has. Like, point guards are just like quarterbacks.
Blossoming.
Like, you just gotta let them go. You gotta let them play to their strengths.
Yeah.
Once you put them in a system that enhances their talents, like, they leave the imprint.
No.
Woo! They leave that imprint on the team. Just like I just dropped a dime with my popping to Neymar. Check the live game feed. I just tied that bitch up. Let's go. Excuse my language. Pardon my French. Lick it one time. That's a filthy goal. But it's like you gotta let them breathe. And I don't think. I like the fact that Magic got somebody in there to tutor Lonzo, but don't bring somebody in there that can take his minutes.
Answer me this.
Which Rondo was doing.
If we didn't see the injuries we've seen this
They'd be
year,
a top 4 seed.
Okay,
easy.
That's what you're saying.
I mean,
I'm still there as well.
They destroyed.
I'm not Stephen A. Smith saying the.
Oh, I was with Stephen
Finals.
A. 100% when he was saying that they would
I wasn't
go
there yet.
when they would go to the Western Conference Finals. I full on thought that in a 7-game series, the only team that could take out the Lakers was Golden State.
The 4th seed, then my mind started to change.
It didn't even matter if we just went a number 7 seed and avoided them.
I'm not talking about. I just need to see some consistency, which we initially saw.
Oh, just even right now, if they got in the playoffs and avoided Golden State in the first round, I still think we go to the Western Conference Finals. I still think it, even as garbage as they are, I still would think that. It's just a LeBron effect. Beak. It's just a LeBron effect, man. And it's just like. I had a LeBron effect right now if you check the live game feed because I'm taking over games like Mamba mentality, which LeBron All you gotta do is beat Phoenix, Memphis.
We were talking about the first month
Atlanta.
of LeBron in LA, be it home or away, and we were seeing these glimpses of LeBron that we'd never seen before.
To New York.
It was like, yo.
You lost the tanking team. You lost to Orlando twice.
LeBron has some Mamba mentality at the beginning of the year, which is why we saw the initial promise.
Has he really, though? He's had his worst free throw shooting season of his career. He's like, really? He really hasn't been great clutch-wise in LA, and I think, like, there's a lot of pressure. Like, Miami doesn't, they too good. They too chill, man. They live in South Beach. What type of worries do I have in life? I live on South Beach. I'm good. Cleveland, LeBron, you're the Messiah.
King. Yeah,
you're the
real.
king. All praise be to King James. Like they bow at his feet.
Oh my God! What
In
the fuck
LA,
just happened?
He's
chunked that he didn't even hit goal.
In LA, we've had kings, man. Kobe is a king, man. Magic runs. That's his city. Kareem, they don't even mention. We have the logo, and he didn't even win. He had one ring. Like you're coming into an area where you're not the best, and he's not used to that, and that pressure. Like we weren't great at the beginning of the year. Like the Lakers, they did better as the season progressed, but there was a lot of spotty moments, and I think next year they're gonna do a whole lot better with constructing this team. We give a lot of. I've been pissed off at Magic for constructing this roster, but like Ramon and Shelburne talked about, like they were.
I like that article from
This
her.
is
what.
This is what LeBron wanted. He signed off on these moves.
Yeah.
And
No,
I was listening to Bill Simmons the other day, and like he agreed, like there's no way, and I agree with that. There's no way in hell that somebody of that stature is not signing off on the moves. He's not. Of course, the guy blew in your. He blew. If I blow in your ear right now, you won't let me in your house again. Like he signed off on Lance Stevenson. You know he has to sign off on Lance. Rondo, he's had battles with. Beasley's been smoking his stuff out the league for his whole career. He's like, Beasley, come in. Like, these are LeBron's people. So I mean, he has to take responsibility. And then the defense and stuff. And we ended up talking about this whole show. This whole episode was Lakers shit.
And Manchester United.
I know, but like, damn.
We gotta take a pause.
It's a whole lot of Lakers stuff.
You got
for a team that's straight boo boo. Like, I'm ready for a top 10 pick.
Well, fortunately for everybody that tunes in, we're gonna be talking Blazers when we come back, and
I want Anthony Davis
and a few other NBA teams.
Can Anthony Davis? Can he get there?
I don't think so.
Top 10 pick.
No,
the Lakers got to tank. Since we're talking about, let's just finish it off. The Lakers they have to tank. I mean, with all these injuries that they have, they're probably gonna
disrespect.
Disrespect. I'm talking to the people. They're gonna have to tank if they get a top 10 pick. The way that Brandon Ingram looks better than Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Or if he's not better than Jason Tatum, they're at least equal. So the better asset
on a night-to-night basis, from what I've seen from BI since the All-Star break, you're talking about triple doubles a pass with a different team where he had to be great. He's expected it. But as a young player, he was great. But since then, if we saw this BI all year, LA would be.
If we saw this shit 2 weeks,
scary.
If we saw this BI where LeBron was hurt, the deal.
You already saw the quick development in Kuzma's rookie year. So seeing that, that's where my mind state as a LeBron diehard day one.
We were all dumbfounded by Ingram.
I really thought he had some youngins around him that actually were going to play the ball he needed to play.
It came up to Ingram, but I really think, and it's not been brought up too much, but I think the suspension at the beginning of the year with Ingram, and then him hurt, and then he got back, and then he hurt himself like 2-3 games later.
Yep.
His whole rhythm it was off. And like acclimating to LeBron and all that stuff. Once he fully got like comfortable, we saw the Ingram that we expected at the beginning of the season.
Agreed.
Like this was there.
Agreed.
But it just happened
I shouldn't say
too
agreed.
late.
This is what I was hoping for.
It happened
but
too
it's
late.
way too late. And we didn't. As a LeBron fan, you go back and you're like, this man, if he gets injured, it's for a couple games. It's not.
It never came into my
plus. And here's the other thing.
Did you ever think of LeBron getting hurt? That ever once come into your psyche?
I never thought I'd see LeBron get hurt and then be drinking wine on the sideline during the game, acting like it's chummy on social media. When really, look at him play. Look at him run. He can't open up and actually sprint.
Now look.
He got his first. He got his first chase down block, which wasn't technically a chase down.
Let me throw this out there.
Last night, and it was ugly. It was ugly.
LeBron signed nothing but 1 year deals.
Oh, I'm frustrated.
In Cleveland,
I'm frustrated.
1 year deals.
Yeah.
Now we know LeBron makes chess moves, right?
Yep. Chestnut checkers, bitch.
This is chestnut checkers.
Yep.
So if I'm LeBron, okay, I'm gonna come over there. I'm gonna come over here to LA.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sign a 4-year deal.
Okay.
I got 4 years to win a championship.
Yep.
I know once they got Paul George, once they didn't get Paul George, they pretty much knew they weren't going to be able to beat Golden State, right? Especially with Boogie Cousins signing there.
Yeah.
Was this a year that he really, not say like a throwaway year, but a rest year? Because he never, LeBron never.
I don't see it happening.
Never attacked.
You don't see it happening.
He never attacked.
We're out of here. Shout out to Chucky Buckets. Chucky Buckets PDX on SoundCloud, YouTube.
It's cutting me up.
All that shit.
He never attacked the season.
Check out old episodes, VersitySportsTalk.com. Yeah, there's no music. It's quiet. The episode's over, man.
I was talking to the people.
The people is gone. The people is gone.
I was talking to you. I was like, he cutting me up. Like, he never attacked the season. He never attacked the season.
I need more beats, Chucky. I need more beats.